They are the pillars of society. They are the representation of all that we are. They are the best and worst parts of ourselves. They are pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, sloth. They are the 7 deadly sins. This is Sesame Street, and this is my video. To understand what it is that we are doing in Sesame Street, we must first understand the history and backstory of these characters and their franchise. Sesame Street was created by Jones Gans Cooney and Lloyd Morissette, premiering in November of 1969. This show is an American educational series that combines live-action, animation, sketch comedy, and puppetry into one big fluffy package. This package has brought endless joy and entertainment to our hearts for many years. To say it is iconic would be the biggest understatement of the decade.
How dare you!
People grew up on this shit, and there was a lot to love about the show, from the puppetry to the storytelling. This show was the pinnacle of children's educational entertainment for several decades. But by far, the most important subject throughout the show, and especially in Sesame Street's case, for better or for worse, has got to be the wacky band of characters that make up the cast. The most well-known and prominent being Elmo, the Cookie Monster, Big Bird, the Count, Bert and Ernie, as well as Oscar the Grouch. Now, throughout the years, while yes, the popularity of these characters has grown, each gaining their own cult-like following. But like many cults, what began with good intentions eventually led out to an impure dose of reality. What once was pure and sacred now has been corrupted to the butt of every joke. Now, as we embark on this quest of depravity, please prepare yourself for some high quality, what I would like to say, writing shitstorms, as we raise the anchor, hoist the sail, and burn that ship down. On the wonderful note that is Elmo, let us begin. Elmo, where did it all go wrong? For many years you brought me joy with your cheerful demeanor, cheery attitude, and childlike innocence. But while we wish the things we love could last forever, unfortunately, life finds a way. And oh god, what have you done to my boy? Yep, the internet has not been kind to old Comrade Elmo over the years. From a toy that commits sexual harassment to a dance video commemorating communist ideologies. Little Elmo over here has been through it all. So let's embrace that pain together as we go through some of the interesting history of Elmo. July 1996, the release date of the popular doll. With 400,000 units available, the doll sold well and was easily available up until after Thanksgiving, where they sold out, causing Tycho Preschool to order 600,000 more. Even with this amount, however, the doll did not last long, selling out within the first 2 months. And this is where it gets interesting. Due to the scarcity, it caused a massive demand for the toy. So much in fact, that people would practically do anything to get it. Chicago. 2 women were arrested for fighting over the doll. New York. People were seen chasing down delivery trucks to get their hands on this much sought after toy. Denver. A Tickle Me Elmo was allegedly purchased for the sum of $7,100. Los Angeles. A charity auction for a Tickle Me Elmo led to a massive $18,500 payout for the doll. However, not all stories can have good endings like that. New Brunswick, Canada. A Walmart employee is handed a box of toys. What are those toys, you ask? Why yes, they are a pristine box of the heavily wanted toy Tickle Me Elmo. You can guess what happens next. A crowd of 300 people stampede an aisle, trampling him along with several other employees. Let me make that clear. 300 people ran down a Walmart aisle, an aisle of this size. He was sent to the hospital with several injuries, including pulled hamstring, back, jaw, and knee injuries, one broken rib, and a concussion. Luckily, no one died in this accident, but it remains to be seen that people are pretty pathetic. July 2013. The voice actor of Elmo for 28 years gets accused of sexual assault by several men. This is him, by the way, Kevin Clash. I can't say with absolute certainty that I did it, but the evidence does support it. He did confess to being in a relationship with a 16-year-old at the ripe old age of 23, but he has stated that he believed it was between two consenting adults. The other issue is he was accused 3 times. Nothing really happened, of course, as the judge threw out the case, and yeah, that's the American court system for you. As of this day, Kevin Clash has not faced any retribution for these actions and continues to live as a free man. It's a normal day in the Sesame Street set. One Muppet, named Elmo, decides he has had enough of being a, as he said it, goody-goody two-shoes, and goes on a killing rampage through the studio. A director and a producer know they must stop Elmo before he killed someone important, but will they succeed? As you can tell, this is the plot of a movie script. Is it a real movie script? No. This is a fan-made plot found on fandom.com. Why I bring this up? Well, this is only a slice of the fan-made content made from this family-friendly character. That's right, you can find stories, merchandise, videos, audio, and many more media that is almost always, let's just say, most of the stuff is on the darker side. If you haven't realized it yet, the internet has an interesting hobby. This hobby is usually through the means of turning a once beloved childhood character like Elmo, Thomas the Tank Engine, and especially Disney characters into dark or cursed versions of themselves. These versions are then posted on sites like Reddit, Facebook, or Twitter for the masses to view, further degrading the view of said previous character. Yeah, this is exactly what it sounds like. Adam Sandler, and no, not the one you're thinking of, was just an ordinary everyday man, until he wasn't. No. This is the man behind the red suit, bringing anything but joy to children's hearts as he yells his anti-Jewish insults at Times Square.
Don't use leapfrog! It's an international Jewish toy!
Many have tried to stop him, many have failed. The police, the Girl Scouts, Shrek, all have tried, all have failed. Who can stop this madman, they cried, but it was no use. Even to this day, he roams the streets, continuing to dirty the residents with his anti-Semitic behavior and cute demeanor. Putting that all aside, the life of this man has been anything but mundane. He has quite the list of accomplishments or disappointments under his belt. He received a bachelor's degree from Oregon University. He was arrested several times. He is stated to have had up to 15 outbursts as Elmo. He attempted to extort the Girl Scouts of America for a sum of $2 million by threatening to spread rumors about sexual assault. Alarmingly, he apparently also has said he worked for the Girl Scouts before. Even more alarmingly, he was also in charge of a website called Welcome to the Camp, which he said he opened in order to help women. As you can tell, this is not the most stable individual, and I hope he gets the help he needs in the future. An interesting thing I found while researching this interesting fellow is the fact he does not appear to have his own wiki, which is weird because he seems like the perfect type of individual to get his own page. I don't know, it just kind of freaked me out a little. I never quite understood why, but for some reason Elmo is one of the main things I think about when the Soviet Union pops into my head. You know, that small little federal socialist state run by a small-time average dictator guy. You may have heard of him, Joseph Stalin. That just so happened to result in the death of around 20 million people. It is unclear just who created the unholy creation that is Comrade Elmo, but the rise of this popular character has got to have something to do with this video. Putin summons Comrade Elmo. This video was created by Dynamos and it's beautiful. Something about the lyrical genius and dance brings the whole video together, and you are entranced in images of the Soviet Union and the premier himself, Vladimir Putin. Never before had my mind been so at ease with such a short video. It's a masterpiece. There is nothing less that can be said about it. God has shown me Valhalla, and I am his shepherd. So yeah, that's my video. I was going to do controversies on multiple characters and the show in general, but I kinda got caught up in the life and times of the beloved childhood character that has a much deeper voice in his earlier career.
I am red.
That is Elmo. Anyway, that's the video. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give some criticism if possible, and thank you for watching.